There is a strong connecting thread running through Genesis 4, 5, and 6. God rejects an offering without an explanation. He protects the first murderer. He lets one man skip death entirely while everyone around him dies. Divine beings mix with humans and produce giants, and then God regrets the whole thing. Do we see a story of judgment and order, or do we see something far more unpredictable and disorganized? When I read these 3 chapters, something seems off. AI does a fantastic job pointing out the little things that we subconsciously question. The description AI kept emphasizing was chaos. One quick note before we get into it. I instruct AI to dissect these chapters fresh, without cross-referencing later books or outside theology. Just the text as it stands. Keep that in mind as we go. Genesis 4 opens with Cain and Abel, each bringing an offering to God. Cain brings crops, and Abel brings animals. God accepts Abel's offering, but he rejects Cain's. No reason is given or any criteria why. No warning beforehand about what would or wouldn't be acceptable. A good question to ask is, how was Cain supposed to know? The rejection just happens, and everything that follows in this chapter spirals down from a decision the text never explains. God does warn Cain directly before things go any further. He telling him, sin is waiting at the door, and the choice is still his. Cain kills Abel anyway. Here is the strangest part. The mark placed on Cain afterward wasn't a brand of shame like most people believe. It reads as something placed upon him, not something done to him. A mark of distinction. The text says God marked him specifically so that no one would kill him. A mark of protection, not a mark of punishment. There's one more final detail buried in this chapter. Cain says he fears being killed by anyone who finds him. At this point in the story, the only people who exist are Adam, Eve, and now just Cain. So who exactly would he have feared? Genesis 5 is mostly genealogy, name after name, lifespan after lifespan, each one ending the same way, they die. Enoch walked with God, and he was not, for God took him. He didn't die. In a chapter defined entirely by lifespan, one man's life continues with God. Genesis 6 opens with one of the strangest verses in the entire Bible. The sons of God saw the daughters of men, found them beautiful, and took them as wives. From this came the Nephilim, described as giants, mighty men of renown. Who exactly are the sons of God? How were they able to mate with humans? How were women able to give birth to giants? How long did this go on? Did God know it was happening? Was it unpreventable? Why was this allowed to happen? The list of questions goes on, but very little information is given. You would think a story of superior beings mixing with humans and creating giants would deserve a bit more of an explanation. In Genesis 6:6 it states, "And it repented the Lord that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart." Read that again. Regret implies something unexpected happened. Grief implies something was lost that mattered. Reading this, especially without religious framing, it doesn't read like judgment from an all-knowing and controlling force. It reads like chaos that even God didn't see coming. So that's 3 chapters. A rejected offering without explanation, a murderer that was protected from unknown people, a man who skips death, divine beings that produce giants, and a God who looks at what he made and feels regret. This isn't justice and order. This is unpredictable chaos, even for God. So, here's the question. Did God really have all this worked out? And did everything really go according to plan? Or is our free will and mistakes really that uncontrollable? Maybe you got a different story from this. Or do you also agree that something here simply seems off? I would love to hear what you have to say. Leave a comment. We are in this together, and the whole point is to get the best understanding. Thanks for watching.